Speaking of, should I run smoke? I mean, it would have saved me a lot of health if I did that. But I will keep playing Torp Reload Booster to see what we can do. Especially if we got a CV up our ass. I mean, that'll also be an informational experience, I guess. I don't know. Because we're definitely not as resilient or speedy as we were in the French line. Radar. This is a Cleveland, just with a weird name. So, Montpellier or something? I don't know. So Cleveland is 9-click radar, 12-click, 12-click. This is probably the longest radar. This one's next longest. Well, that's probably long too.
General quarters.
We do not have a destroyer down at Alpha. So that could be a problem. Basically, a reload booster gives you a chance to take a capital ship off the table. The smoke keeps you on the table. Forget the T? Is it Pellier? Montpellier? Montpellier. See, I wanted to say like Plier, but if it's Pellier, Montpellier. Pellier? I'm not sure how the L and the I interact. Montpellier? Montpellier? Is that it, Minister? Montpellier? Is that correct? I don't know what E with the accent is. English doesn't use the weird accent stuff, so it's just a best assumption, really. Montpellier. Montpellier, I guess. So we've got something out there. We do have a RPF on us. We are located. DD's over there.
Engine boost activated.
I don't know if he has shots on us. Maybe. Might get lucky.
Critical engine damage.
Please eat shit and die. Oh, whatever. Got the better of the trade. Shoots over here. You going after the Montana? No. Alright, well, the reload booster did kind of help us out there. We got some damage on the Akazuki, I think it is.
Problem solved, sir.
Probably. I think we bugged him out of the cap. Maybe he didn't know that the first salvo was over there.
Reporting the target position.
Or bugged him out of the smoke, I guess. Montpellier is running. We are back to RPF'd again. I have no idea, so at this point it'd just be a waste of torps. Although he might be torping us, so let's actually angle in. Yamato got hurt. I don't want to nose into an Akazuki. We've already had that experience with the kid. I don't really want to repeat it. But I don't want to get surprised motherfuckered by torps. I don't know what the Akazuki's torp reload is. We took about half his health, which is nice.
Engine boost deactivated.
Maybe we can sneak these on up or something. At least we know the lines that the Torps will be coming from. Just have to... I don't know where the fuck he would try to post up. Like, is he just straight up bailing or what? Well, he's definitely not in the cap, so he's further than the cap line. I think Akazuki only has one rack of Torps. And we don't have to worry about that now, so that's good. Now he might try to come back and spot us? Well, we would outspot him, so he can't. Or, that's exactly what he fucking does.
All stations.
Because of course he would. Why in hell would he not do that? Let's just think about this. Why the ever-living fuck wouldn't he just charge in on me?
Problem solved, sir.
I mean, let's be realistic here. Fuck off. Further, when did we actually see him? When he was like 5.4 away from us? Doesn't he have like a 6-kilometer detection or something? How much damn time do you have to give the rendering delay for this fucking game? 5.5. Okay, I assumed he had like a 6. So I'm thinking like, are you serious? What is it, 0.6 clicks? He's just, yeah, fuck it. He's just gonna charge in? Come on. Yeah, concealment is obnoxious. I agree. It is what it is. Evidently, people are extremely passionate about it. So... where does Izuma go? Goes to hell. Montpellier is in Bravo. Am I still saying that correctly? Yeah, Akazuki, I would assume, is 6'1 to 6'2. That's what I would assume it is, but evidently it's 5.5 on a gunboat? Oh, wait, was it a Cossack that we were against? Was that what that was? I thought we were against... whatever. Sure. I thought we were against the Akazuki. We were against the Cossack. That makes more sense. I didn't even look at what the hell his name was. I was just like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Got it. It's Cossack YOLO'd me. Cool. Because I was really confused. Like, there's supposed to be so much more room with this. This is not correct. That's off in Never Never Land. Can't interact with that. Well, realistically, the only thing that can bully us off is going to be either the radar from this or the Nevsky moving up. Merker probably contests Bravo, although I don't know how well that works out for him. Can you please tell us what mod pack you are running? Just Google mod station. I use the mod station. Where is this? This is just on the edge of being able to hit something. Realistically, I kind of wanted to double torp that on the assumption that he didn't continue on his line. But I thought maybe that would be wasteful. So who knows? If it hits, it hits. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I used the mod station. It's health bars, score timers, and then this is like health bars by Batto Best. I don't know exactly what that translates out to, but I'm pretty sure it's by Batto Best. It's the stuff that what is it? COTS requested that we use for the casters. Nevsky within 12. So
Engine boost
might get
activated.
one on the Bismarck. No, we do not. I don't know how long his radar's been up. He probably hits us there. Oh, got lucky with that. Radar is down, thank God. Okay, well, we don't have to worry about that. Cleveland is also down. Montpellier is down. And these guys are in retreat, so we can shadow this. Provide pressure. Merker is dead. That is a problem. If that goes down, we can take Bravo. Wow, Gamerblog has a post for new stage of submarine testing soon. That was announced in a dev blog by Wargaming. I think that was yesterday. But there's also FT Assistant, I think. Tells you about like the status of your secondary / AA stuff. There's something that tells me aircraft, like how many fighters I have and what the duration is on the consumable. That stuff I really like. Akazuki might be full health. Then again, he might be hurt and we just didn't see him. Zhao is pushing. I assume he's got radar back up, so he's probably trying to push back. See if he can get me radared. Need to do something about this cap situation.
Engine boost deactivated.
Any of this matter or no? No, I assumed he was gonna cut in. Might get shot by the Zhao. And he turns in. So there is the Zhao. Can't hit him. Have a whole bunch of not enough. Okay, well, he can't shoot me. Zhao can't shoot me. Akazuki might. So I appreciate the donation of this radar, good sir. Thank you. Safe from that, safe from this. There's no way he like backs up to take shots. It really just comes down to Akazuki. Probably knows that we have to deal with the cap. So because of that, he's already taking positions to deal with that. And the question is if he has Hydra running. Which, to be fair, he probably does. Thunder in the backline? Still stuck on the island. There's the Akazuki.
Attention, reporting the target position.
We don't have the ability to kill any of this shit.
Taking the lead.
Might get lucky. We might just be YOLOing for damage. 20 seconds. Speaking of YOLOing for damage, 16. Thunder in the south might get a kill.
Engine boost activated.
Well, we get to keep this dude lit. Doesn't matter. There's a mod that shows AA range of ships and its power. Your friend made it. I've been told, you know, that there's a mod that shows AA ranges and stuff. I find, from what I've seen, there's a lot of stuff going on in the map. It gets a little overwhelming, so I do not use it. Let's see. Have I mastered the Issei? No, I think I've played it 5 times. So if we look at the mod station, I have dynamic crosshair and nomogram. That allows me to better understand how much I have to lead stuff. Max speed of targets just mentions what the max speed of the ship is. Nothing in here. Customizable panels by Battle Best. That's the side panels you see. Nothing cosmetic. FT Assistant. That gives us the information about how many fighters we have, the duration remaining. Running lights, are they going forward or backward? Just helps you visually identify what's going on. Detection timer after firing main battery. Always nice to know this. Score timer, you can see the timer until when. Regen assistant tells you how much health you can get back, which is good to make sure you're not blowing your heal early or something. Not that it's bad to do that, but it protects against it. Secondary armament talks about AA range, although I haven't seen this. I see more of a percentage value. I would like to actually see these numbers, but I haven't seen how to do that. Ship win rate, just a little eyeball thing. And I think there's another part. Maybe it's here. Remove blur effects. Blur effects when flying CVs is ass. And the unmute background sound is for streaming. Because if I tab out, you'll continue to hear the game.
Action stations.
For the most part, yes, AA is usually around 5.86 kilometers. So, double Yugamo. I assume that we outspot them with 5.4, but I don't assume it's by much. Uland is 6, so we definitely outspot that. So the last time I did this, we ended up nosing into something that we didn't want to nose into. So we have, let's see, what is the bearing? Bearing's down here. He's probably in this square. Oh, and we're against the Hikuryu. Interesting. Hikuryu turns off. If you turned in this way, it'd be a little awkward, just because of how far away you'd have to go from continuing the spotting line. Although I didn't pay attention to the fact there was a CV, so that was actually an error. Something in that area. Right, so now I'm actually going to start turning. They do not have RPF on me, which is nice. But if they're here, for instance, we're going to start wanting to see each other. And I don't want to be in a position where I can't run. Although he could be torping the Yoshino, so we might have torps coming across us. Don't have good torp lines either. What's the smoke from? It's not the DD. DD is back here. Or the Takao. Could also be a Takao. Well, Takao now. Roma, I guess, is just kind of doing the back and forth YOLO thing. Those I don't think connect.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
However, this might be okay. Start moving away. See some torps. It's Probably took out Torps. 2. Good. And Hawk's got Torp planes, doing Torp plane stuff. Probably on the Richelieu. So we can priority sector real quick. 1400 damage.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Hag's got shit-tastic AA, but we did take those down. And that's going to be both of them. So that's cool. Alright, so what's the next nearest threat? Next nearest threat is probably something over there. So pretty okay. Can't priority sector again, we're too far away. You still getting crash support after CV matches? I've never had that issue.
Many thanks.
Our team has taken the lead.
I think you asked about that someday, and it never affected me. Can priority sector again? Maybe. There we can. Let's do a little chip damage. Try to make sure the plane doesn't make it home. Unfortunate. So they've lost 2 battleships and a cruiser. We've lost battleship cruiser DD, which is arguably not great. I don't have smoke to cover this dude.
Get back!
He's gonna get hawk bombed.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
So we just don't have anything on this flank. .5. 700, not great. He goes down. So what do we try to do here? He bailed.
Get back!
I don't think you push this alone. Kutuzov's in smoke. Albemarle is low detection. Rocket plane's coming out for us, which makes sense. So we are displacing the fuck out of there. Hang out with the Palmer in a little bit. Actually turn on the engine boost.
Engine boost activated.
Closest we have is the Yugamo and Charlie. That's too far, right? Yeah. Fuck is he going? Whatever. I think he strikes the Pommern soon. The more time he wastes looking for me, the better. Wooster goes down. That's a big catch. Yeah, holy shit. This dude's just like all in for me. Interesting. It's good to know. FDR doesn't need to hide so far away. He has an armored deck. He bails, so do I. So, sucks that we blew the reload. Now he's on to us, right? Yeah. This dude's 3,000,000% wanting this dick. Ten seconds. He can't make a shot from there. He might get reset. Cool. Overshoots? Overshoots. Alright. Intermittently lit. Won't be forever. Okay. God, he spent forever looking for me. Hey, what a waste of time. You lose Aslan's? Aslan's was fine. I hated going back to the website to re-download it every time. And I think it has some auto-update tool now, but I just find that the mod station completely handles itself. I just click one button and everything's done. So I've stayed with the mod station. Yeah, if you're talking about like where you don't see the post-battle results, I don't know what that is, but it does occasionally happen, but it's rare. I don't know how you restrain yourself on going off in the FDR. I don't care. I'm just focused on playing my portion of the match. If I needed his help, it'd be different, but at the moment I don't, so it's okay. Roland is down there somewhere. Just kind of giving the team a heads up of where to expect an enemy. The Hakuri could absolutely come after us again. Probably will while we're in Bravo. Now it's bang on with the Albemarle, but that could be the Uland. And it is. Uland is gonna run. Just kind of cuts him off if he tries to. And to be fair, I think there's so much going on that we can assist.
Engine boost activated.
Or he could just, you know, not move. That is pretty cheeky. Cool. So he did. We're detected by planes, but our gun range is terrible, so we're not lit by anything else. North Cal, Pommern can try to help out with some AA, I guess. Well, he's got a fighter, so he has to recall. Is he able to loop over to spot us really quick? Oof! Pommern is down. Hawk player is fairly strong. He should not have wasted so much time going after me. I mean, imagine what 40 seconds of trying to deal with battleships or something could have done. 20 seconds to find us. No, he's lurking on the Tallinn. I guess he gave up on us. Hey, Jimmy. Yeah, he's going for what he can strike, and he had a real hard time dealing with us. So, 2 minutes.
Our victory is in.
Tallinn goes down, it'll take a little longer. I have two options. I can play with the North Cal, or I could go hide. Realistically, the FDR is hidden well enough for anybody, so I don't have to worry about that. If the Tallinn goes down, I can priority sector to help the North Cal, which will take 5% bites out of squadrons. I think we hit, what, the torpedo squad for like 1,500 with a single hit. So
Engine boost deactivated.
We'll just provide him some AA support because we're too far away to do anything useful. And he is going to bomb the North Cal, which is funny because you'd think he'd go after the Tallinn that's low. Let's just try to occupy the space in front. Oh, maybe he's dropping fighters. He's dropping fighters to keep himself safe. He's just rotating through what planes have fighters left, which is, in this case, bombers. Just Just keep leading him in. Yeah, okay. So he's bringing out bombers for the North Cal. We'll be lit for the Donskoy. And realistically, all I'm trying to do is priority sector and give him a little extra oomph. So we bit 1,200 out of him. We'll chisel in maybe an extra 500 damage. Is it huge? No. But 6 planes left. He probably loses 1, maybe 2 before he can swing back around. And if we get close enough, we could priority sector again. I guess his AA is a little roasted. Bit 226, got a kill. He drops with 2 planes as opposed to 3, so we helped. Also, if his planes were kind of low, it might have forced him to rush a drop. Well, there's literally hours of me in a DD if you want to see it, Tornado. I was challenged to play French destroyers, so I ended up doing something like 16 hours on stream. Did a full 8-hour block, and then we did more to finish it out. Looks like GG. Well, yeah, it does, but it doesn't mean I can't play and try to do the best I can. 11,000. I think we just... This is a long grind, right? 150? Yeah, it's long. Do I care about this? No. Because I'm not going to farm like that. Did the Torp reload booster matter? It mattered against the DD in the last match. And it mattered in that one too, because we ended up clocking... What was it? We hit some big damage into the Roma because of the Torp reload booster. We got some damage into the Tikal. That was a kill. So yeah, Torp reload booster mattered. Could we have used smoke to do something different? We would have been able to take Bravo more easily because we could have smoked, but worked out okay. You've seen those, but the commentary on this line is especially helpful since you're grinding them and hitting the same issues. Well, sure. But like I said, I'm learning this at the same time that people in chat are. I'm figuring this out as I go. Yes, RPF has helped a lot. Having an idea of where the enemy destroyer is. Okay. But yeah, if we have an idea of where the enemy DD is, then we have an idea of how to light the enemy DD, how to pressure the enemy DD. Because we don't have gun pressure, so it at least gives us kind of a tool to interact with them rather than them just walking forward and shooting us in the face. We are against the Lexington. We do not have AA over here, which is okay. Lexington rocket planes are sluggish, so we could absolutely we could absolutely outplay that. Bombers, RNG.
All stations, proceed to capture that area.
So we're what? I don't know if he has RPF, so I'm just calling it.
Roger.
Okay, plane's probably coming this way, which means they probably swing out onto us. Which is okay. I'm fine with pulling attention. Nope, turns out that way? The fuck? Where are you going? No, I think he swings that way. Especially with the fighter there, he can't swing that way, so he'll cut across. He might try to stick on the Jutland. That's entirely possible. He did pre-drop, so he's likely a newer player. Because a lot of people are told to pre-drop, so you preserve planes. And those remaining 3 won't do anything. You lose all 3? Yeah, I think he lost 4, maybe 5 planes there. Because the Buffalo, I think, might have hit defensive fire. Alright, this is a Cleveland.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
No. Here's what I will do. Gearing is super lit. He runs to the Cleveland. We might surprise the Kitakazi. Possible. So he's in smoke, but he's going to be radared by the Cleveland.
Good game, everyone.
Which is tough. We might get lucky. Unlikely. And the Cleveland probably has him radared at this point. So we're angled to incoming Torps. We're able to run if for some reason we get hard committed in terms of spotting. Looks like the Cleveland's at 10 clicks there, so you'd have to move up basically on the edge of this island to be able to radar us, which is probably not going to happen. And we still have RPF in that direction. At least he's not in the cap, which is nice.
Concentrate fire on the designated target. Affirmative.
Okay. It's hydrated by the vampire. I can't open up because of the Kitakazi. Although I suppose I could try to help. The vampire kills him. We don't have to worry about that. Jean Bart rushes the vampire. Once the Garian dies, are they still in the cap? They're not.
Our team has taken the lead.
Vampire dies, but gets his torps off, right? He's doing the single torpy stuff. Whoa! Mr. Outplay. 9.6, we are safe. Vampires probably not. Radar should have reloaded by now. And is this the closest thing to us? It must be, because the Kitakazi would be in the cap if he was closer. Cleveland's going to take a position on the island.
Requesting fire on the designated target.
There's the Kitakazi. So here's what I will do. They're still dicking with the vampire for now.
Activated.
Cleveland has not radared, which is pretty cool. He's going to back on this island, right? So we'll do this little number.
Attention. Reporting a target position.
And his guns are not in the right direction, so he's either going to YOLO forward into an Iowa Jean Bart, or he's going to eat shit and die. Probably. Iowa might take shots, but I don't think his guns were in line. Might eat shit and die. Okay. Do I want to fight a Holland? No. Will I fight a Holland? Sure. Eats one, maybe two. Eats two.
Our victory is in sight.
So Cleveland might YOLO the Jean Bart. John Wick. Okay, so we went ahead and lit ourselves. There's some decent damage. Just have to remember that these guns are much floatier than what I want to deal with. Why do we see him? Probably the Jutland's Hydro. Here we go. The Sconce, I've been watching all your CV YouTube videos. Decided it was time to learn to play CVs. Also a good way to learn to play against them. Currently playing Shikaku. Seems like a great ship. I'm just not great at it yet. You got the Arc Royal? You just haven't played it yet? Arc Royal is a fun ship. She's just really slow, which can be tough. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying them. There are times where I feel like, man, I wish I had, I don't know, better YouTube content per se. I certainly need to make better thumbnails rather than just like uploading straight from Twitch, but that's what I do. So what you'll see on YouTube, just for those that don't know, I can pimp the YouTubes. So on YouTube, we've got, I use playlists a lot. Match of the day isn't necessarily me running around dunking everybody. It's situations that get tense. It could be a small moment of tension. It could be the last half of the fucking match is just like a sweating bullet-a-thon or whatever. Could be a win, could be a loss. But it's really just designed to be something that shows you some form of like gameplay under pressure. There's lessons where I have a compendium which sorts all that out. I'll link that in a second. Talking is just me talking with chat. Sometimes I talk about something that's kind of interesting, so I throw it up on the thing. And this is actually what you might want to look at if you're working on the Japanese line. These are regrind streams. So we have like a 16-hour regrind stream on Japanese. We also did another one, which is this. Japanese CV regrind. So if there's something that you're specifically working on, you can literally see, you know, the entire path from tier 4 all the way up to tier 10. Or at least most of the way to tier 10, because it's a long-ass grind now. We have a Lexington, so we have to be aware of the RNG of the bombs, and also the fact that the rockets are super sluggish, so we could probably outplay them. Like a last-second win, sometimes. And for those that are new to me or the channel, there is a post that I made on... This is on the official North American World of Warships forum. This is what I call the compendium. This is a little thing about how to use it, but effectively, if you want to see an introduction to CVs, this is intro, media, like intro basics, medium advanced. Open up the thing, you'll have a YouTube video or a link to the YouTube. If you want to learn about specific things like fighters, how they work, etc., all this shit is in here. So that can be useful as well. There are some other things about maybe destroyers or some other gameplay things, but primarily it's a CV thing, as that's what I do. Something on that line.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
So we did not actually pay attention to the enemy CV, so that's poor. Because we absolutely could have had an interaction. There we go. And there is one. So I'm going to go ahead and start turning out. Odds are this dude will overfly me. But he would overfly me into an Alaska. We'll go ahead and just chuck that stuff out. Also, let's start reversing in a line to potential Torp lines. And he's going to strike the Alaska. He won't see us.
Concentrate fire on the target.
There's an Atlanta. 7.5 or 8.5 radar? I thought it's 7.5. I never remember. And we do have an enemy DD in here. So can we bully it? Probably. I think we could spot the enemy DD. Who is over there? Because we outspot just about anything. Now he might be in that little nook, kind of like we could be in a little nook. There we go.
Enemy battleship detected. Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Atlanta might YOLO and radar.
Teammate, I need your support.
So this is just some bullish, like bullying bullshit here.
I need intelligence data.
Plus we can swing out, we can start torping on this line. In case he tries to bail. Atlanta's 8.5, he's about to leave.
Requesting fire on the designated target.
Because he's running.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
5.4, they ain't fuck all he could do unless he wanted to just YOLO us.
Concentrate fire on the
So he's going to run right out of the cap. Atlanta's radar actually falls down pretty soon. And there it goes. So briefly relit. Unfortunately, because I went forward, we're going to let the Gajda out. I think when he dodges the initial set, he might not expect more. But he also might just turn. Could also be a thing. If he turns left, he might eat Torps. If he turns right, he's just leaving. Nice. Go away. 5.4. We still have a lot of room to juggle here. And he's still stuck bow into Torps, which is also nice. Theoretically, I could even shoot this dude. There you go. So we got a flood. Does it stick? It does. Maybe. Maybe. Atlanta's recommitting. His radar is going to be up soon. We're going to back away in preparation for that. Enemy CV is somewhere. Ours is on the Akizuki, which is cool. Yeah, so Atlanta is still something we have to be concerned about. Nope, Atlanta is too far away to radar us. Is the Atlanta gonna open water? We're all looking pretty healthy to me. 13 seconds till more Torps. This dude's rethinking his life, or his decisions here. I don't think that stops. I don't think he stops being like, fuckity, 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 fuck. We'll just chuck Torps on that line. It'll probably end up hurting him. And we show that we are out of the cap. Radar, he might not be looking for radar now. We left a gap there. That's problematic. Atlanta probably gets focused and killed. Staying wide just because of radar. What do we get? Maybe. It's pulling forward. One on the nose. And that's it. How about the Atlanta? Atlanta eats one. That's a kill.
Enemy cruiser foundered.
So now that we don't have to worry about the Atlanta, suddenly we're in a different position. We could use the island to block the Minnesota. And the Lepanto is basically out of our range. I mean, ideally a fire would be nice. Just saying. That's still not a fire. And 8.6, we've gone dark. Still not a fire. Y'all okay? Y'all got the pew-pews? Y'all gonna shoot this? Y'all just gonna leave this on the table? Like, you know, you had your snack, you're good? I don't really want to torp this. I mean, thank you. Like, he's almost fucking dead. Alright, so there's a California somewhere. CVs are still dueling over Charlie. Looks like we get Charlie. We don't have the vision range to see what's going on over there, so this health stuff is completely off. And there's a cyclone. Interesting. Hey, Sesmer. You wish this game was as easy as it looks when watching on Twitch, but it isn't? Well, that is true. Pop the engine boost so we can try to maneuver around this.
Engine boost activated.
I mean, we could just literally YOLO the California. Ooh, bombs coming down. he's turning out. So, CV might bomb us instead of the Izumo. Should be okay. That's what he's gonna do. Or maybe not. No, he's bombing the Izumo. So, we can provide some AA, help out a little. And now he's got an Alaska. Oh, yeah, no. Loses another one, goes up. Trying to aim, loses more, bop bop bop, they're all dead. So the answer is no. We can go maybe Cap Bravo and get some experience there. How the fuck did I get 3 shatters on superstructure? I don't know. I now know what my 5th skill will be. Methinks RPF. Yep. Looks like that's gonna be the thing to use. Because having RPF means you have an idea of where the destroyer is, so you can bully with your concealment. You have an idea of where enemies are, you can bully with torpedoes. And that's really what the Torp boats are all about. Torps and concealment. Now if we isolate off the Izumo, we're gonna have to dodge rockets. Now he pulls onto the Riga. So he'll get resets, we'll probably be able to get some cap stuff here. Oh, he's working on the Bart. Well, the Bart's directly... He's probably put himself in timeout, you know, looking into the corner. So if the Bart kills the Izumo, then the Bart kills him. So that makes sense. You have no PR, RPF, or Torp reload on your Kagero. 68% win rate, though. Well, good shit, Gilliax. Sadly, the Riga's gonna take the cap before we get there. Maybe he'll leave the cap. And then we'll get some experience. But maybe not. You're more into sneaky sneaky? Ah, I see. Yeah, he gets the cap. DD main confirmed. Thank you very much for the bits, Lego. How are you enjoying your new processor? Do you think you're able to stream in higher quality now? Well, really, we're just waiting for this to finish, so... Much zippier, but still held down by AMD encoders to stream at 1080. Well, 1080 is okay. 1080 is what I do. Granted, I have an actual TV monitor, so 1080 is what I stream in. I don't know if I could stream better. My computer, Windows 10 seems to have something... I don't know how often it happens, but it seems to have an issue with its windsock, where with some pieces of equipment, for God knows what reason, the windsock will, like, fail and have to be reset when it's in the middle of transferring a lot of data. So if I download a large file and I get like 15 megs or 10 megs a second or something for a prolonged period of time, the internet will just die. And then I have to unplug the internet, completely flush all the internet settings or whatever from the computer, and then reconnect, and then it'll do it again, and it's obnoxious. I found somebody else that was having a similar issue when I Googled it, so I guess it's a thing, and they resolved it by buying basically a network card that was independent of the motherboard that you would normally plug into. So I might have to do that. It's not the router, because everything that I had on my old computer, and it never had an issue. This is my computer. This is my computer's problem. If I download a large file, the large file will shit out. Which really sucks. So either the motherboard has to be replaced, and I got this from iBuyPower. God knows if I could ever get them on the phone. Although I suppose I could try to do that today because it's a weekday, right? I think there's only like a 3-hour hold time wait. Maybe I should call them. Or I need to buy a network card. Something like that. Integrated LAN connections are inherently poor. Could be. I need to find what I could put in there to cover the internet. Because right now, like, every time I open a game with Good Old Games, the little, like, Good Old Games launcher thing stops. Or pops. And it wants to update Cyberpunk, which is like 400 gigs or something stupid. So God knows how many days of like turning off the thing and reflushing it, reconnecting it for 3 gigabytes to move through, and then it would shit out again, and then it would go for 7, and then it would shit out again. So that I have to fix. And I suppose we have a pretty decent connection. We have 100 megabits up down. So I suppose I could stream at a higher resolution. Although I think 1080p is... I think it looks good. Can try and flash your BIOS and see if there's a driver update. There was somebody that works in tech that had me go to original manufacturer drivers for the chipset off of the drivers from the specific manufacturer of the board, because they're similar but different. It didn't work, so whatever. I think ultimately I just have to buy a network card that does network card stuff and doesn't suck. We are located, so it's either going to be one of these guys that has RPF looking to take fights, or it's going to be the Cleveland, maybe? Cleveland Chappie. Sometimes radar boats like to take RPF so that they'll know, like, have a rough idea of where the enemy ships are to radar or not. $100 up down is 70 pounds, but that's the cheapest you can find. Yeah, I don't have a guaranteed amount though, because sometimes like upload, instead of going at 100 to 120, it's like 4. I don't know why that happens. I know that it does happen. So it's not like it's a dedicated hard connection. 2/3 of users on Steam are 1080. Well, that's cool. I use a TV, so that's why it's 1080. I don't have a cool fancy monitor, which actually was probably the reason why I had migraines. Because I lowered the brightness, and somebody said that there are monitors that what they'll end up doing is they start to pulse at lower brightnesses to reduce the amount of light output. And my father has epilepsy, so I have to wonder if like I had migraines or like mini seizure kind of whatever stuff. Might have actually torped the same spot, which would suck. Chappie radar.
Engine boost
It
activated.
might overshoot. She kind of does. Woot. We live. Got one. Might get lucky again. Just depends. Shimakaze Benson. I think we actually out-detect a Shima. I think a Shima is 5.6. So theoretically, we could bully this bitch back. Plus, we just nailed him for 12k, so this dude's not really going to want to be making friends and influencing people. And he bailed from the cap. He said, fuck this shit. Happy's radar is down, so we have all kinds of room to play here. And if we could spot the Shima, he maybe went that way. Then, that could get some guns on target and scare him right the fuck off, which would be nice. Second Shima's over there. There's the Shima. How you doing? We won't be lit for very long. In fact, I'm going to start reversing again. Vampire Hydra probably kills this dude. Probably rips this dude in half. I don't even think we're lit because of how shitty our gun range is. Alright, so that Shima is like having a super bad day. A little in front of, a little behind. I think he might just slow down and bow in. He turns off, so that's not going to strike anything. Unless it happens across the Shima, which would be hilarious. Let's keep reverse. Oh, actually. No, Chappie fucked off. Cleveland's moving over. We have to be aware of Cleveland radar. That might be a thing.
Stations requesting fire on the designated target.
2? 2's good. I'm cool with 2. Staying aware of the Cleveland radar. Doing the spot and dance. 53 on Torp stuff. This is needlessly, like, on top of this fucker. What are you doing? Is he gonna want to turn into the island or something? What the shit is this? I guess he just wants to go to port. Because the Neptune's gonna shoot him soon? Like, what the fuck are you doing? Alright, well, I wanted to stay back to, like, kind of be aware of what the Shima might do, but I guess we just got a front row seat to watch this dude get clapped. Random. Oh, but there's smoke back there. The Shima tried to save his ass. There's the Shima. Okay.
All stations on Neptune's beard.
No, Chappie turns out. Might have torped the mass. Let's angle to the torps here. I don't want to get stuck bow in, but the Shima has so little health that if we can make a play, that would be pretty great. Is he just down there? Shoot again, please. Yep, that's where he is.
Our team has taken the lead.
He's right on the line with the Thunder too, so... Thunder fucking bails, right?
Torpedoes astern.
Who knows, man? Not really sure what that guy's doing. Might get murdered by the Chappie. This is super risky positioning.
Engine boost activated.
I'm glad he's running away. So that was the other Shima. Other Shima was trying to help.
Reporting the position of a
Torpedoes to
strategic
starboard.
target.
Which means we get Bravo for free. Thunder gets murked. Pops like a zit. Vampire can escort the mass. Vampire can escort himself. Thunder goes down. Head over and take Bravo. Hinden's actually moving up. That could be a problem. But there is a Turpitz there.
Affirmative.
Shima's in the south. Torp line's like that, so no. Does he get murdered by the Turpits or not? So Chappie gets to see where we are. Those might hit, but he won't get to do anything else. Does not. And he's just he's gonna NASCAR right through. Bye. Bye, have a wonderful time. There's the Shima. Shima might have torped us. Might also have torped the Turpits. Why do we see this guy? This is Des Moines. God, these guns, man. They just feel wrong.
Engine boost deactivated.
Alright, doing better. Yeah, there's the Shima Torps. More or just those? Because he's got the RPF, so he's torping down the RPF line. Let's give him a second. Turpits, no! Well, we take B now. It's enough points that probably get to finish this cap. Shima bailed, other Shima bailed. Aegir's gonna take a little while to kill, and even if they kill him, they don't point out. Yeah, whatever. We'll just take the cap and be happy. You bought a Marceau? She's something else? Yeah, I imagine. First time me and Bogsy saw Marceau in King of the Sea, we were confused. Like, why the hell are you bringing the AA version of a Kleber? What is the purpose of this? That's when we learned, oh, she has some of like the highest DPS in the game with crazy French. No, 25 seconds, you can't kill him. You're not allowed to kill this dude for 20 seconds, man. Unless he kills the Des Moines first. Then you, well, Cruiser? 85. Needed one more point. Never mind, we're okay. Awesome. 7 seconds, we get some free experience and stuff. It's the dodge potential that makes her insane? Well, theoretically, she dodges just as well as a Kleber does. The differences are guns. She has lower caliber guns that fire at a faster rate. So the Kleber can pop reload booster and just start like ripping people apart for like a 10-second window of time. And then her guns drop in half. She's got really nasty guns. They're really strong and they've got good shelf light time. So they feel really nice. Then you get the Marceau with like the floaty ass shells where you can do lots of damage, but at range, she's not effective. Because you're just gonna whiff a lot. "27 seconds. You turned F you." You have a Kleber too? I believe the maneuverability and speed is the same. I thought it was just the guns were the difference. You wish this game gave benefits to spotting? It does. It gives you money and experience. Yeah, second. That is true. Also 9-kilometer torps. As opposed to 8, I think it is. Oh, you didn't know that. You just do it because it helps the team, but now it's all good. Yeah. Destroyers get the most damage and the most credits and XP from spotting. Next up is the cruiser. Next up is the battleship. And then lastly the CV, or maybe that's reversed. Alright, FDR is not a threat to us. The bombs might connect, but it is a might. If you've seen the rocket changes on the test server, that is literally what the FDR has to do with bombs. It drops bombs 4 seconds into the future. So you could just not be where the bombs land. Not to say they couldn't outplay you or predict the turn or whatever, but still, it's a pretty massive thing. Rockets can't affect us. Torps could. Torps could try to come in and divert our path. Yeah, Bogey One Kenobi, if you look, and I think World of Warship's website, or YouTube channel, they just re-released a video called Economics, like how it works, economy, or how it works, economics, or something. And it talks about, you know, how much money experience you get from dealing damage, how much money experience you get from taking caps, defending caps. And each class has different modifiers in terms of spotting, as in like spotting a ship initially, getting a spotting ribbon, I think. Damage dealt from spotting, potential damage, and there's one other one that I can't think of. At least not right now. So it is rewarded. It's just dealing damage is gonna do the most reward.
Support the allied target.
Des Moines' a problem. I don't know if I should be playing in all these islands. I think he's cutting in that way. Maybe not. Des Moines is not in spotting range. Can pull into contest, I guess. Just so we don't give him shit for free. Oh, sorry, sir. Thou shalt be cock-blocked. Okay, we just got RPF'd. So we're closer than what? The gearing? Why did the gearing leave? Radar? Yeah, something's in there. 5 torps. Shima? Might be the Shima. I think it's around there. Guess not. See if we can cap this real quick. Des Moines is running away. Let's see, how about we turn out that way and cut around? 6 seconds. We'll try to find this Shimikaze. Still RPF'd. Nope. Over here now. That's closest. Shima is bailed. Her first getting dumped on. I really want to charge a Des Moines. That doesn't sound like a very healthy experience. Iowa might kill the Balti. Although he also might get nailed by an Ognavoy or a Summers, actually. Ooh, do we have to deal with that? I think mid's probably contested at this point. There's the lightning. That's probably what was looking at us. Okay. Not really interested in getting dunked on by a Des Moines lightning combo. Kind of at all.
Engine boost activated.
He did shoot, so he might not realize that we're in radar range. Here's the lightning.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Well, this gonna hurt. It's not looking at us. I approve of this. Yeah. And he can't radar us. Where are we detected by planes? Oh.
The ship is on
Because of
fire.
our,
Problem
aerial
solved, sir.
flare because we shot? Sure. FTR lighting the Hargumo. That might be a kill. Guys, I need
The ship is
people
on
that care
fire.
about
All
this.
stations requesting fire on the designated target.
It's just... I know it's 1 second, but any amount of health we can save, I think, is important. We do not heal.
Problem solved, sir.
How does that resolve? Sen Yang's playing super safe. Balti's playing safe.
Get back!
I mean, the good news is we're driving him, well, driving back toward the cap, which is positive. He might torp the Alsace.
Engine boost deactivated.
As long as he doesn't turn, which he is about to turn. Fuck. Alright, dude. Shoot again. You know you want to. No? Alsace dead. Need to outspot the lightning for the Minotaur. Lightning's 5-5, I think. Although he might not be like full-on spotting whatever. Summers detonated the gearing. Cool.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
We good?
Torpedoes, direct front.
We good.
Torpedoes to port.
I think we die there. Nope. Lived. Kinda cool. Now we die.
The ship is on fire.
This fucking lightning.
Enemy cruiser sighted.
It's okay. He doesn't come around the corner. I mean, he might. That'd be cool if he did. But no reason for him to. What do we have? We have a Richthofen that's... I don't know what the hell this position's about. So he dies to the Des Moines, actually, because he's angled enough that the Des Moines going to be hitting him for like 4K volleys. So the Des Moines is trying to get citadels here. The Des Moines could be aiming for this and just like shredding this bitch. So that's actually poor. Des Moines kills the Shenyang. Yeah. So probably about an hour or two ago, there was a bit of a conversation about frontline, midline, backline. And the midline is needed to be able to support the front line. So if you start taking engagements where your front line spots their front line, the midline has to help. And there were a few times where we spotted the lightning, but I don't think anybody was in a position to be able to do anything about it. So we lost health for this reason or for that reason, etc. And I made the choice to go center because we have a cap deficit. It's a significant issue. He actually goes dark here. Maybe? Maybe not. Dead. Yeah. So I don't know what that position was about. I made the decision to go center, which obviously didn't work out because there were DDs and I did not have midline threat. I didn't have any form of something to work that issue. Now granted, the Shima Torps worked out pretty well because it forced me to just YOLO straight in. So hopefully we juke the Torp or whatever. It's probably Hydroed. So this will be Ring Around the Rosy BS. Ooh, FDR with this, what is that? The close arm? Wham! Or clothesline. That's it. Lightning lives. Good play from the Lightning. Balti should kill the Hindi. Maybe. And then if he gets radar, he'll be able to kill the Lightning as well. Can you kill the Hindi, please? He's not shooting the Hindi's gonna shoot him, and AP kills him. Thank you. How dead is he? That is AP. It is a Baltimore. That might seal his fate. Nope. Just makes it. Needs to radar before he's dead. Dies to Shima Torps. Okay.
The enemy team
Well,
has
to
taken
say
the
your
lead.
team really didn't want to kill the DDs you lit, it's also about where did I light them. So we lit, I think the lightning was over here. Well, we had a lot of team behind this rock. We had some team behind that rock. Like, so how the fuck do they shoot this lightning? The answer is they don't. So the lightning gets to take some shots. The Baltimore or the Des Moines down here gets to take some shots at me. So I'm losing health. I am giving some information on where the thing is, but I can't shoot because I don't have smoke, and we don't have the attack lines to do anything off of it. So that's technically my error. I provided information that my team could not follow up on. Now, maybe some of them could have taken shots and they chose not to take shots, in which case, well, fuck you, man. But I don't think we were able to set up for a play over there. Realistically, I was trying to get information and it did not pan out. It was not a choice that worked in my favor. It might have been better if I actually went over and tried to fight the Summers. Rather than sticking on this flank, because there was nothing happening here. And with all the rocks and shit, I don't really have Torp lines to make anything happen. If I overextend, I get caught by a Des Moines radar or get brawled by a lightning. So it's tough times, you know? Does he slide into the Torp? Nope. Sneaky. Your team did not move based on your information. You gave them vision and time and they did not use it. Well, that's going to happen sometimes. This isn't competitive. I don't control who's on my team. You know, you do the best you can do, but you have to be realistic about it. Here's a way to think about this. If anybody's ever played, it's called auto chess. And then like that became a craze and there were a whole bunch of auto battlers and stuff that showed up. So like League of Legends has like an auto battler. I can't remember what that's called. There's a variety of it. Basically, you put your pieces on the board, and then you hit go. And then the pieces will just kind of run around doing what they're going to do in a pre-programmed AI thing. And they fight and fight and fight, and somebody wins. Well, when you're in a random match, this Kremlin is probably going to do Kremlin stuff. This Minotaur is probably going to do Minotaur stuff. It doesn't mean they're going to play at, you know, high-end super level. It doesn't mean they're going to be shit. But in terms of player behavior, a Yoshino is probably going to act like a Yoshino. A Summers is probably going to act like a Summers. So when you see all this stuff on the map, you kind of plug all that in. Well, when you see 8 people hugging all these islands and stuff, then what that means is these are players that are going to play very safe. They're going to move slowly from island to island to island.
Battle ends in 5
And
minutes.
as much as I can light a DD, I'm not going to somehow inspire them to just charge the fuck forward. That's not what they're interested in. If they were, they'd be playing more in this section where they're kind of dealing with the center, kind of dealing with the side. So I mean, it's on me to read that. It just didn't work. Teamfight tactics, that's right. Dota Underlords? And yes, some people do stuff for themselves, not necessarily for the team. You also have to understand, there's some people that don't study this game. They don't play the game like that. They play shooty boats. They get in a big ship and they shoot stuff. Yay, they had fun. So they don't look at the map and analyze, okay, if this moves here and I move here and that then that's gonna result. They don't do all that shit. They go somewhere, they find an island, they shoot stuff, they try to use the island to not die. That's the extent of what they're trying to do. They're trying to shoot the enemy without getting fucking pwned. To sit there and go like, well, they're just being selfish. It's better than dying. And if you don't know how to play the game or to wring the most out of it, you just do the best you can. You win, you lose, you move on with life. Yeah, I didn't really find where I needed to be to make stuff happen. So that requires further study. Well, it happens to you a lot. What should you have done? Well, that's part of what we're doing today. We're learning, figuring shit out. I'm in a Kagero. What could I have done? I think what I could have done was abandon that flank because they had a CV that was over there. So the CV's providing latent spotting, striking shit, doing whatever. So me being over here doesn't really change anything. I obviously didn't fight the lightning. Nobody else did. If I had instead gone over, I could have bullied the Summers because I think the Summers has 5.6 detection. So he could have out-detected the Summers. He might have better guns than me because he's tier 10, but at the same time, he's probably taken damage, where at that point, I think I was still full health. So I might have been able to bully and kill the Summers. And the Summers detonated our gearing. So theoretically, we would have had a gearing after that. I mean, there were possibilities. I played my side. I didn't play the map. If I played the map, I would have done something else. It might have worked out. It might not have. I don't know. Slowing down the enemy advance on a flank is crucial, though. Well, the enemy wasn't advancing on our flank, and the important section of the map was the middle. So with our team out on the 9-10 little square or whatever, okay, we're holding the square, but we're not holding the place where, you know, people are mining Bitcoin and shit. We're not making money. We ain't making bank. We're holding the flank. That's cool, but unless it's going to yield us kills or some kind of advantage, it's not doing anything right now. So that was a problem. Now, if the enemy was trying to get through the islands, through the 9-10 line to go do something, yeah, taking the defensive positions and bracing against them, yeah, okay, sure, makes sense. I believe we got spot the T-61. I think a lot of these have, like 6.1 something detection. That's where the enemy DD is. If he's mirroring us, he's over there. Hopefully the CV goes and checks that out. Please check this out. Please fly in that direction. Never mind, you don't care. I get it. It's cool. Actually, that's pretty aggressive. What is this dude doing? I don't know how the fuck to read how this is developing. There's the lightning. Yeah, he pieces out. Issei might light us. Which could be a thing, to be fair. I think he's moving forward? I don't know. Take a little damage. He might light us. He's probably going to go after the Doria. Priority sector is not going to matter as much against Issei planes. Because Issei planes don't have a ton of base health. They just come in a little squad of 4. So, Plink, we did 300. Be nice if we chiseled one off, but we didn't. Tier 6 AA is just not going to do the thing, and the planes will fuck off soon. So, we're not lit aggressively long, and he took extremely little damage. Might get another 1 or 2. One of the cool things about the, if the Issei is using planes, the Issei cannot damage con. So, that can be a thing. That can be an issue. And that flood is probably a perma. He's healing, but still a flood. So we don't outspot the, lightning much at all. Unfortunately, the Farragut is dead. At least we know where the lightning is. So that's cool. So Issei feels the power of the dunk. Because the Issei's having a bad day say. Yuck, yuck. We got a flood, it probably sticks.
Enemy battleship sighted.
Engine boost activated.
Yeah, love you too, friend. There you go. So he is down. And we are dark. But the Uland is gonna rush. There. Uland's gonna push us.
The ship is on
We were
fire.
detected because of fire, but it wasn't long.
Problem solved, sir.
Who's the Uland? Uland. Lightning wants to push this bearing. He might have torped us. Yeah, well, I mean, that's what it says, but... we have to be ready to run, because he's going to try to charge us. I already know that. You probably have Hydro up. He will interact with Torps. He's still on that bearing. Nope, he's turned off. Interesting. Rocket planes will light us. Fuck. How do we deal with
All
this guy?
stations reporting the position of a strategic target.
I think he overshoots. Overshoots again. Rocket planes will light us.
Engine
Is that from the New Mexico again? Jesus fuck.
The ship is on fire. Problem solved, sir.
Alright, well, we can't contest this. I don't have midline. We need cruisers or something, and we're not gonna be able to clean out the DDs, so I actually have to just bail. I spent too much time and too much health on this flank. That was stupid. Doria is dead. He's gonna overcommit and get farmed.
Retreat now.
Retreat now!
Like, you have to somehow deal with this shit, guys. You have to clean that off. Whatever.
Roger.
The fuck are you doing? What is this? Whatever. Okay, cool. You do you, bro. You do you. I don't know how that all works. Villain rounds the corner, I think. Whatever. I just don't care. Mass, no. Ismail. I don't know. Can't fight the Uland. Uland's actually a pretty nasty little ship. Not a joke.
Engine boost.
Good news, she
activated.
turned away. We might get out. Nope. Now we're dark. I'm being chased by this little asshole. Can't take the fight right now. Need fucking midline. And unfortunately, an all battleship comp is just not midline. Ah. No CV? Boo this man? Boo. So we have a Cleveland Zara. Like, this can kill destroyers. If this actually was around somewhere, we could make some shit happen. But right now, we just don't. I can't contest these motherfuckers. If I was in a gunboat, I could. The lightning's gonna run these two down, and they're just not doing anything about it. Granted, there's gonna be rocket changes, and when the rocket changes come in, they'll definitely not be able to do anything about it.
All stations, reporting the position of a strategic target.
Fuck off. This is one of the reasons to get swift and silence, because this shit's kind of slow. Anything? Anybody? Bueller?
All stations, requesting fire on the designated target. Engine boost deactivated.
Well, he runs us down because the engine boost is dead. Lightning kills the Ranger. Lexington seems to be aware. Fuck off. It's turning in. Love you too. It's Massachusetts secondaries. Whatever. Tried to help. I mean, if the CV's gonna put in the effort, he's gonna try to do something. I need to try to meet him halfway. Just didn't have any health to do anything with. I needed to identify that I did not have a win condition over here. Because if I can't fight a gunboat, I have to have somebody who can. And I think the first thing that came over there was what? Wasn't it like, it was a battleship, right? The Doria? Well, the Doria can't fight a DD. The SAP is terrible.
Team has taken the lead.
It overpens destroyers, so it does extremely low amounts of damage. Lexington should probably kill the Oland. How is this Ranger not dead yet? That doesn't make sense to me.
Negative.
Ulan's AA doesn't suck, but he should be able to turn and just hit this guy from any angle, sort of thing. Or maybe the Massachusetts secondaries will kill him. But we got some fair amount of gun damage into him, which did not suck. Okay. Cleveland's looking to take Bravo. Still 2 CVs. Zeppelin is not powerful, except in the hands of some people. Ranger's not going to be able to interact with this. I think he's probably just run out of planes at this point. Lexington can stop running. Unless the lightning is chasing the Lexington. Can turn back in. He doesn't need to be off in no man's land. There is the lightning. Because you know he's going for it, right? You know it's happening. And this dude doesn't even notice. Alright. So good news is Cleveland's taking Bravo. Ranger might get the drops in. That being said, Ranger might lose all of his shit trying to go in. It looks like defensive fire flak based on the way it's popping. Do those get resets? They do. That's a problem. That New Mexico. Jesus Christ. The guns on that dude are just not a joke. He turned into the Torp. So that's another reset. That's a problem.
The enemy team has taken the lead.
Like, this is 30 kilometers distant. Like, you're okay, dude. I think we take Bravo. Nope. Maybe not. If he lands Torps, we don't. Nope, that doesn't land. So we do finish Bravo. That's good. Huge point difference, though. I think he's just gonna hide behind this island or something. It's a really, really safe play. Double check something.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
Massachusetts secondaries on a Graf Zeppelin, not a joke. Zara's backcapping, that sucks. See. So the reason why this is great is because the secondaries on the Massachusetts have 21 mil pen. Graf Zeppelin is covered in 19. As long as he can keep his secondaries on this guy, he will slowly get ripped in or ripped apart. That's... oh, okay, cleared the island. And now you lose sight of him. He's against the New Mexico that's just been nailing all the shots. Chang Yi.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
Well, that dude's shells were fucking on point. So, yeah. This doesn't matter.
The enemy is about to win.
2 minutes, 16 seconds. This will be cut in half when he finishes Charlie. So about a minute, minute 5. And then we'll be done. Faster if something dies. Massachusetts might go down if the Caracciolo lands crazy shells or something, but realistically, I think this times out before he dies. Okay, so once again, what did we learn? If we do not have a midline, we do not have a front line because I cannot hold the front line. Battleships either have to land shells, which may or may not happen, or we have to have some kind of cruiser support in order to press. If we don't have cruiser support, well, now he's just prolonging. If we don't have cruiser support, then we just get taken out, or we lose health for free. Because we could spot the enemy, we can give information, but nobody's going to be able to do anything with it. Because without a midline presence that's close enough to really land shots, it's just some downtown bullshit that we're gonna get hurt and they're not. So in that case, I probably needed to abandon that flank straight off. I probably needed to not even attempt to make A a thing. Although we did get some damage. We got the Issei. Or we ripped into the Issei, which was useful. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some water. All right. Yeah, so I need to identify when I don't have the ability to hold the front line and play off that. Hey, trust anyone? My throat's starting to get raw, so I'm talking a lot and it's chewing up my voice. Other than that, it's okay. I'm learning, which is nice. Learning about Torp DDs. Here's a sore from yelling at the screen. Sometimes I get that invested. Usually I'm pretty chill. Okay, so we have an Alaska, so we have a midline. Not 2 battleships, sure, but we do have a backer, theoretically, unless he bails on the flank. Gunboat, gunboat, gunboat. I don't remember what the hell a Z-39 is. I would assume a gunboat. As long as we have the Alaska, we have the ability to make plays. If we don't have the Alaska or a battleship that's going to shoot, then we have to play back and respect that and basically just throw torps and try not to get owned. Default German DD is a gunboat. Yeah, but it's like which version of the gunboat? Z-39, is that the gunboat that's kind of like a Lightning but in German form, or is that the gunboat that has the 157s, so they've got big shells but slow reload? I think that's the big shell slow reload. I think that's the 157s. Yeah, big shell slow reload, got it. So they'll have high AP damage. This is not what I needed to see. Now, Akazuki I think is 6, Kitakazi is 6-ish, Fletcher is probably 5'8 or something. Z, usually Germans don't have amazing detection. So we should be able to outspot, but if I don't have support, I can't take the fight. I have to recall that. I have to remember that and use that information. Maybe he's just cutting in toward Charlie. If he's cutting into Charlie, we could back cap A. Could do that. Let's see what the... Okay. Let's see what the RPF tells us.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
So, torps shouldn't go so long that they affect anything that way. But if he's gonna go in, he might go in this little channel. And that could be big for us. Also, notice, battleships are fucking off. Which means there's definitely no DD here. And that is the DD. He went mid so he could farm damage. So unfortunately our torps will miss. Such is life. Oh, but we got something over here. And we don't have anybody following us either, which sucks. Okay, so we're close to the Kitakazi, which means there's something all the way on the edge. Interesting. I don't want to get fucked over by Kitakazi. Z is not dead yet. Not dead yet. We at least know where the Kitakazi is, so we can play around that. We have a Richelieu to draw attention and be noisy. And we could potentially torp into this smoke line.
The enemy team has taken the lead.
And at least at present, I have to assume there's still a DD going that way. But we're safe from torps, we're just concerned about what the hell's over there. Please don't be dead. That's some oof. 25 seconds. Drake pushing. A little. Something is over there. What is over there? Flint? Mines? Mains. Mines is over there. Pretty sure the mines is super floaty, so that'll work out. Drake's pushing, so's the Richelieu. Don't necessarily want to torp in front of the Richelieu, but I might. What are you doing, dude?
All stations retreat!
Come on, man.
Engine boost activated.
Interesting choice, sir. Kitakazi might post up there. We might also sideswipe that. It could happen. It is the mines. He's gonna be heading over to Cap. Let's try and see if we can do something about the Kitakazi. Having a bad day. Missouri's getting kind of dunked. The radar, mine's is too close for us to shoot.
Enemy destroyer sighted.
Whatever, we'll get dunked by the mines. I'm not excited about that fact, but he's not paying attention. Buddy, you do you. We cool, huh? We good? We good? We good. Nice. Drake's reload is too slow. So this guy should get farmed down by the Edinburgh and Gneisenau. And our cap, we still hold that cap. Is he still moving forward? Yeah, he's still trying. Okay, fine. We'll keep going.
Engine boost deactivated. Concentrate fire on the target.
Can we shoot this dude, please? Friends?
The ship is on fire. Problem solved, sir.
Downtown. Okay, Z and... oh god, all of this stuff is dead. Okay. That's cool. Torp reload minute something. We're RPF'd probably by the Z. Well, win or lose, I'm playing the game I've been dealt. You know, you play poker, you don't get a winning hand every time. But you play the cards you're dealt. Fletcher, Akazuki, all sorts of shit alive. Drake might push down mid. Gneisenau would spot that. Z goes down, that's big. Fletcher's full health. We could try to maybe do some weird play where we back cap or something. These guys are still snugged up. We do outspot the Akazuki. You do outspot the Fletcher. Ah, good, he's safe. Nice. Was concerned about that. Hi, newbie. Very important that the Alaska is safe. Akazuki's farming from smoke. What did we spot? The California? I mean, I don't want to, like, surprise motherfucker Torp and just waste him. What is the Nagato doing? Nagato's going bow in this line? Shit. Akazuki backcapping. Son of a bitch. Like the little squirty noise or whatever. I mean, is he just gonna full turn in front of these dudes? He could. Flint has no radar.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
That really sucks. Akazuki probably kills the Gneisenau. Hasn't smoked up though, so he's not firing. Got one. That's all we're gonna get though. Unless the Fletcher eats one randomly, which would be kind of cool. Nope.
Enemy battleship detected.
Sad panda.
All stations. Attention. Reporting the target position.
Can we please kill the Flint? Like, this is a one-shot kill. Friends? No. Flint is turning around. Akazuki driven from the cap. Don't see any Torps, so that's potentially cool. Drake's gonna start working on the Niza now. And with the Drake spotting, the Akazuki could smoke and farm.
Engine boost activated.
He goes down.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Well, some bitch. All kinds of friends today. We died to the Flint.
Enemy cruiser detected.
Should have led more with the Torps. We might be able to kill the Flint, though.
The enemy team has taken the lead.
I mean, that could happen, right?
The ship is on fire.
Enemy battleship detected.
Problem solved.
Flint's
sir.
actually at a pretty decent amount of range, so maybe we can get something there. Nah. Nah. Really poor accuracy with long range. Still learning the guns. I really wanted to dive into that Monarch, but I don't know, something spooked him. So, oh well. And the Fletcher closing the gap was also a real big problem, too. Maybe the Fletcher... Well, I don't think we were detected. I was gonna say maybe the Fletcher had RPF and warned the Monarch off. If we torped better, I would be dead by now. With the Lowenhart being removed next week, what are her differences from the Vezir, and would you recommend her to a casual CV player? She has high explosive bombs instead of AP, so it's more about just hitting the target than hitting the target to get a Citadel, which is nice. Her AP rockets are up tiered, they're tier 8 instead of tier 6, so she up tiers much better than the Vezir. Her torps are abysmally bad, and she's excellent for operations. Is she worth 20 bucks? Sure, she's worth 20 bucks. But is she a casual CV? I mean, she's German, so it's going to be about precision. If you're not hitting the citadels with the rockets, if you're not landing both bombs every time you drop a battleship, I mean, you're going to fall behind. So if you enjoy precision in your play, then you'd probably enjoy the German CV line. If not, I mean, it's okay. It's 7.5 to 8 kilometer guns, really? No, I don't care about the distance per se. I care about my using the guns. Like, I played the French DD line for 16 to 20 hours, and I got used to guns that were responsive, and then these are just like, it looks like they're responsive, they're just slower. So I keep wanting to aim in the spots where the French shots would be, and they're just not doing what I expect them to do. Yes, and with the rocket changes coming in 10.5, it will likely be harder to get citadels with the Lowenhart. Although I'm sure she still performed fine in operations where enemies don't really dodge. We could have taken less damage from the mines. I did shoot to guarantee the DD kill, although somebody else got the kill, so it didn't matter. But I also got hydroed, and mines is German. I should have expected 6 kilometer hydro instead of figuring that I had so much room to move. So that was an error. Overcommitting, I suppose, was an error. If the Fletcher didn't pinch, it wasn't a problem, but the Fletcher did pinch, so it was a problem. And I could have led Torps better. But other than that, I think, you know, it did okay. We did what we could. I think we
Battle ends in
helped.
5 minutes.
Well, Jimmy Tanks, that was a pretty last resort. We were pinched on 4 sides, taking shells from every direction, and I don't have a smoke screen, so... you know, if I could hit a DD before I die, I figured that was probably useful. You wish they got rid of prep time or added machine guns to prep time? Well, the prep time gives you enhanced maneuverability to set up your attack line, though. So for the Japanese, the British, and the German, well, maybe not the German so much, but for the Japanese and the British, when you're in prep time, you can cut like 30 to 40 degree turns if you slam on the brakes. So having that prep time is actually kind of important. I guess I'm not surprised by that. Whereas the leading additional time lead, I mean, that's literally why they made the change. They were just making rockets less accurate. Instead of making the reticle less accurate, they made the lead time on the reticle make it more, you know, harder to lead, more of a skill shot.